Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in here. Another Astro gravitational report. Yeah, the energies you feeling them? They are going up, down, broken patterns, broken old ways, broken situations, limits, understandings, so on and so on. Things are crushing down. Things was. If you remember it, a few months back when Pluto was actually going direct there at Aquarius, he was breaking patterns. Now, in a way back, it reminds us about why he broke all those patterns within life, within society, within you, within family. It is things about like everything is just crashing. Exactly. That's what's going on. Everything is crash and burn or getting it and change it yourself. Transform yourself to see the crash is actually needed. So yesterday, if you paid attention, that was the union of the moon and Venus. That is about the mother and the daughter situations. Settle down energies, good positive energies in there. Today, though, we are going to have the moon going to join Mars, but also the moon transitioning into Leo. She's going to give us a preview of that Mars going in a little bit forward in Leo. What is it going to happen? It's going to give us a little bit preview. So, with that being said, I want to say and recognize the people that are here right now. Erica, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. So now I'm gonna be switching over on the other side. I'm gonna be paying attention to the chat, but I'm gonna be looking at what's going on today in the sky. Been working on a lot of projects, so if you miss me on a daily chat, there is some reasons for it. My sleep patterns are still awkward. I wake up too late, or I wake up or go into bed way too late, and I can't handle it with this. But the good part is a lot of purging. It's coming out of me. A lot of things that I didn't know, a lot of things that I learned, a lot of things that I thought that's what it was, but there wasn't. And we're gonna be updating into the daily chart pretty soon. Hopefully, it's gonna be okay with all these transitions periods. So, with that being said, for it. Here it's what's cooking in the sky. What are we going to be eating? Because energy. What are you going to have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Oh, maybe skipping a meal? We'll see. All right. So, here what's going on there. At 7 o'clock, the energies are going to be connecting with divine. Midheaven is going to be at 0 degrees of Pisces. There's going to be a double divine energies there, beginning within the mysteries. The day is going to be beginning with mysteries. So the way you like it or don't like it, it is what it is. You're going to be looking at your mystery things inside of you. That's like a certain things has to end, but they cannot end because mysteries never end. That's what they're mysteries. You continue evolving within the mystery, learning a mystery, and Saturn right now is there into Pisces. So we continue to learn this mysteries in there. But there's going to be a beautiful divine energies towards the moon and Mars. That is going to be this powerful, magnificent, in a way, energies when the intuitions and the warrior comes in. The warrior operates from knowledge, while when he gains this intuitions within inside. Now that knowledge is actually evolving into wisdom. Some of the divine masculines, that's what that's going to happen into it. They're going to be transitioning in the next about talking about like maybe pretty much like in a month that transitions of Mars through Leo. We're talking about that wisdom from within. You're gonna get the glimpses today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. You're gonna get this as the moon is gonna be transitioning through Leo. You're gonna get glimpses on what you're going to work. You're gonna get the downloads and things so you can keep it straight, not fighting, but you to keep the things straight with in. So pretty soon Mars is gonna be in divine energies with Saturn in there. That is gonna be one of the main lessons for the divine. It is to look at the things of higher divine perspective. Hi, Tiffany H. Thank you for coming in. So the ascendant is at 25 degrees of Gemini. That is going to be the friendshipness. You got to be using the friendshipness because if there is no doing with friendshipness, you're with what? Frenemies, right? You have friends, but they're enemies, right? Yeah, acquaintances situations. You might gonna be looking at it into these situations. You might have visions within this, but look at it within yourself. Are you the femini from within? You know, you're kind of like you're a friend to yourself, but also you're the enemy from within. Pretty good realizations to someone during this time. So later on, that energy is going to be transitioning. Midheaven is going to be at 16 degrees of Pisces. Continue with the mystery inner work. Ascendant is at 8 degrees of Cancer. A family, you're going to see it. The family rising up. It's 8 o'clock. You know, everyone in the family is waking up at this time, and the situations that it comes in. It's going to be a very beautiful things for learning things, getting at the things, being more compassionate with everything. The ascendant is going to be showing up with good energies, the midheaven energies and Pisces. It is pretty good. There is no intense aspects. The intense aspects are the one that has been for the pretty much we're talking about past 2 weeks. We're talking about this Mars squaring Jupiter and the North Node, and Pluto squaring Jupiter, North Node, and Mercury. Yeah, it is still going on. I mean, it is what it is. You can't, you know, it's like this is the issues, tackle it down, and that's it. You can't just go through it. And we are going to have these energies today. So at 9 o'clock, the moon is going to begin to join very close with Mars. Ascendant, it's with Venus. Midheaven is at 3 degrees of Aries. Beautiful energies of like, you know what? I'm gonna be working on myself. I'm gonna be able to put my foot down. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna transform. I am gonna be getting these intuitions in there. I'm gonna be working on myself because I'm tired of destructions. I am tired of being broken, sick, and loved, and so on and so on. I'm gonna take charge. And some of you is going to be getting on these beautiful energies because these energies are coming from all over the directions. First of all, Midheaven and Neptune, they're on beautiful trines with the moon, with Mars, and in the next hour, Ascendant is going to be there. So you're going to be seeing these energies later on. But right now, the inner world inside of you, which is that inner work, knows about these energies. You only looking for one confirmations. So in the next hour, you're getting the confirmations for that inner work. Okay. So the energy is pretty good because the moon and Mars, they're sextiling the sun. The sun is sextiling midheaven and Neptune is sextiling Pluto. So you take that wisdom within, you put the authorities in there. That authority goes into the inner work with which is midheaven, and Aries is like, yeah, there you go. I make the decision. It's a cardinal change. I need to grow, and you go into Pluto, the deep transformations of inner work. This is going to be a good time for people who really doing their inner work in the right manner and the right situations. So here is at 10 o'clock, ascendant, the moon and Mars. They're all three of them. They're all together. But that can trigger us what? That can trigger us the visions that you see, the situations we see, but you have to be in peace. Because if you are not in peace, you are opposing the transformations, which is those are 3 points opposing Pluto. That is a ascendant, moon, and Mars. So what you see, what your intuitions is telling you, and what your masculine energies are telling you, you're opposing the transformations that you need to change. And then what? Pluto says, oh, really? Let me put the fire back in. And now that fire back in, it's going to fire up somewhere. It's going to blow up somewhere. It's going to burn somewhere. That could be an aggravation talks. That could be an aggravations emotions, aggravation visions, blame, shame, others, and so on, but not within yourself. At the same time, the ascendant Mars and the Moon, they are squaring Jupiter and the North Node. You're sabotaging your own success, basically. You don't want to grow materialistic in the world. You don't want to follow your destiny. You're kind of like put yourself down. It's like I have to suppress this. I have to suppress these situations, these feelings, these intuitions. I have to go this. Why? Who is responsible for it? It's you. Maybe you feel at work. If you're at work, maybe people are suppressing you so you don't grow because they feel like if you stepping in, you're going to be taking their positions. You're going to be taking their situations. But if you look at it on the big parts of the schemes, actually the owners of the company have to learn to do this. Because if you are more capable of doing things compared to your superiors, they should give you the chance because if you grow better the company, it grows better the business for themselves. This is going to be at the same time if there is a people who's doing a more inner work within you and you catching it in there, you don't put them their authority. Like, okay, go, giving them chance. Don't suppress. Don't, because suppressions is not leading to anything good. Oh, hey, Matthew, glad to see you here, buddy. Glad to see you here on the report. So, talking about this situations, we are going to be very closing the gap between Jupiter and the North Node. Pretty soon, there's going to be some sudden changes, sudden luck, sudden things, sudden something. The karma is going to deliver what's going to deliver. Some of you is going to feel like, you know what? Either now is the moment or no moment after that. So there's going to be some a period of time when those two they're going to get together, they're going to really comes in, and then Jupiter is going to be moving forward and the North Node is going to be moving backwards, which is his forward. For the North Node is turning backwards, and that North Node is going to go into areas that is going to be I have to grow myself, that it's my inner work. So when the North Node is going to enter in areas, you like it or not, you're going to be forced to do the inner work. It is what it is. Personal growth is going to become the main thing, which is pretty good because of what is going on in the sky. A lot of people have to grow up, evolve, mature, and so on and so on. All right. So 11 o'clock, speaking of this, what I just said, midheaven is going to be with the North Node. You're going to feel those energies that I'm saying. Those energies, they are sextile with Saturn and Pisces. Mysteries. There is always a mystery ways. There are always a mystery signs. There is always a songs, or maybe there is always a people who comes in and says like, you know what, maybe you should go there, and you're just overhearing two people talking, but that was actually for you. Or you see a lot of numbers within the car plates or watching the clock and so on. All of a sudden it comes in the numbers to you, they're talking to you about the things that you need to do. But again, if you're not seeing it, you're opposing it. You're opposing it, the messages in there. Ascendant is at 15 degrees of Leo, is going to be a squaring Uranus. Basically, you're going to stand against the universe. And this is why I'm saying it's that is a lot of challenges of you doing the inner work, the inner work of changing and learning the secrets, the divine secrets within you, and then you're gonna feel like I'm not want to do it. I don't want to do this. It's not like this. It is about you to go ahead and understand the difference between the knowledge and wisdom, because the one has a pure knowledge where the intuition doesn't work. Now when the intuition works within you, that turns to wisdom, you know how to apply that knowledge. Because if you just have a knowledge that it's you need to, and you're doing everything can automatically, you won't be able to. But when you have the intuitions with the knowledge, you burning that, you transition that into wisdom from within yourself. Leo lessons, yes, that's what that is. So later on at noon, midheaven, it's going to be together with Uranus. That is a very beautiful energies with Venus. This is we're talking about the divine feminine energies. This is going to be a time with the divine feminine energies. Suddenly they come up to positions. Yeah, I'm a divine feminine. I have to get myself to a feminine. What I'm missing as a feminine. I understand what feminine should act. I understand what this is because Venus is in Cancer. Love is in the family. I have to be ready for a family. I need to be within the family. I gotta come up to these conclusions, and so on and so on. This is gonna be the sudden changes for the divine feminine. Maybe as something from following from yesterday. That could be. That could be as well. Ascendant is at 26 degrees of Leo. That is going to be a divine energies with Neptune. You're going to see those divine energies later on, but Mars is going to be moved into those degrees. But currently, the energy, the way it is Mars is more focused with in the internal visions. And right now, where the moon is there, this beautiful trine between Neptune, that it's in Pisces, and the moon with Mars, it is kind of like a give you the revelations, giving you the revelations. That is kind of like a secret that is opening within your internal visions within yourself. So, talking about 1 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be with the sun. You take in their authority. You look in the authority within you. The authority is what? The warrior get his authority in order. He puts his thing that needs to work within the friendshipness and truth and honesty within himself and transform. Otherwise, everything else is not working. There is no communications. You don't want to talk. You don't want to be grow up. It feels uncomfortable. Let me tell you something. Nothing grows in comfort. So better learning as a divine masculine that being uncomfortable have to make you a comfort. That is the one part of the internal wisdom inside. Is the same thing within a soul connection. A lot of the people is gonna been searching at the people to build this so they can reach this divine union in there. While they had to search the divine union, had to be down deep from within them. And now with the divine applied knowledge, they can go ahead and build the relationships to reach that divine fruit within. Two different things, guys. As so much things is gonna be coming in and more clear up. So 2 o'clock midheaven is at 19 degrees of Gemini. Friendshipness, yes, you have to be a friend. You got to be very careful with who you're friends with. Are you friends with your situations that are toxic to you, which is Lilith, or your friend within your true self, realizing the truth from within you. Ascendant is at 20 degrees of Virgo. There is a beautiful trines with Uranus, and there is a beautiful sextiles with Venus, and Venus is also sextile with Uranus, talking about these feminine energies. Okay, using these feminine energies. You're not using the feminine energies, you're not going to see the visions why you need to do it. Because the feminine energies know how to calm down the storm at home. They know how to operate with the masculine energies, not to fight, but allow the divine energies to work as a love within the family. So, talking about 3 o'clock, this energy is going to be remind you about this divine growth, this divine destiny that you got to have. Ascendant is at 2 degrees of Libra, divine energies with Jupiter and the North Node. Are you going to receive that destiny? Are you going to be in this beautiful balance? Are you going to be doing this proper authority? Are you going to be uniting Mars, the moon, the sun, and Pluto within yourself. Mhm. Everything is where? In the air and the fire. Air and fire, when it comes together, they can progress as long there is no burning with. And a fire cannot burn without air. So, talking about all this, there is going to be a beautiful kite within all those energies. The kite is built on one side, there is the ascendant, the other side, it is right here. There is a beautiful trine in here. That is the sun. You take the authority. Down in the bottom, right here, that is a Pluto, the transformations. So the transformations empower your authority. The transformations, which is Pluto, empowers your visions that they're going into the destiny as a divine aspect. But from here, the ascendant goes up and connecting together with the Mars and the Moon. And the Mars and the Moon are in sextile with the Sun. Divine visions is going to be given to you. Because midheaven, it's also 2 degrees of Cancer and is in divine energies with Pluto. How are you going to take that? Is it that too much for you? It is more easier though. If you have the inner peace, the intuitions that tells you how to apply your knowledge, which is wisdom, you're going to understand that everything you have to do is with the inner peace inside and get that blessings from the divine, which is that what this is. Blessings into the material world with Jupiter and the North Node combined. But you gotta have what? Libra, balance. If you're not balancing the things, guys, what are you going to have? What are you going to have? Like this? Like this? What are you going to have? Right? So, talking about all this, within, you're going to get this energy, same thing, pretty much at 9 o'clock in the afternoon. So 4 o'clock, ascendant goes into 14 degrees. Midheaven is together with Venus. Focus will be the inner work of the Venus that needs to do. Developing that feminine energies, put it into a practice, and this sudden changes that are going to be there. Right now, the moon, it's overpassed. The moon in a past hour was together with Mars. Right now, the moon is going to move forward. So you're going to feel this intense energies of like getting exact and move forward. And this can create a lot of pressures inside of it with all this. You're going to feel like after the last hour of getting these beautiful divine energies right now, you're like, what happened? Where did everything goes? Why this not beautiful energy is not there? What is it that going on? It's just getting ignited of what you need to develop within you. The energy is not gone. The energy was just a message. What you need to do to reach out your own destiny. So later on at 5 o'clock, you're focused within the Mars and the Moon. Midheaven joins Mars and the Moon, and opposing Pluto. Ascendant is at 26 degrees of Libra, divine energies with Neptune. Neptune gets the energies with the Midheaven and Mars and the Moon. That is what the divine wants you. But if you're not reaching that balance in there, guess what? You are fighting Jupiter, your destiny, you're fighting your transformations, you're fighting the war within others and in the others' intuitions, and everything just creates a tower moment. You might gonna see this tower moments coming, or you're gonna create this tower moment because you see the things not the right way, not the divine way. You see it through your ego, and the ego is destroying everything. So be careful within your relationships, guys, because any kind of relationships, even at work, even in situations like if you were mad at the co-workers or something, and you live in work and you're going home without aggravations at home, guess what? That energy travels with you and you bring it at home. So don't bring issues at home, okay? Or if you have issues at home, make sure you look at it from divine perspective. What is the divine trying to tell you about those issues? So here is at 6 o'clock midheaven. It's at 15 degrees. So that is going to be a squaring with Mercury in the North Node. Communications, aggravations, name it. Ascendant is at 8 degrees of Scorpio. Usually the ascendant when is squaring Mars, and specifically talking about between those two signs, Leo and Scorpio. Those are the two things like you kind of like trigger to avenge, revenge, and putting your foot down, and you to have like self judgment, and you to be the policeman and the judge, and everything in there. Be mindful about those energies. They're not good for you. But the moon is actually moving forward, is having the divine energies with Saturn, which is that's what Mars is gonna begin to getting in about 2-3 days from now. So looking at those energies, the moon, the intuition is tells Mars, hey, don't do these things, learn it, calm down the situations. And if you clean up your shadow, which is that's what the Scorpio is, that shadow works with Saturn, and Saturn is in divine energies with the moon. So, in the next few hours, we are going to have a preview through the intuitions of what you have to learn to apply the intuitions with knowledge for wisdom. Become a divine masculine. Don't be anymore this and this and this like before. A lot of lessons, guys. So here is at 7 o'clock midheaven. It's at 1 degrees of Virgo, divine energies with Pluto. Ascendant is at 19 degrees of Scorpio. There is a beautiful trines with Venus. There is a beautiful trines with Neptune energies. The energies rising up. You feeling this beauty within yourself that right now you kind of like looking for an outside resources. You're looking at deeply within the mysteries of the wisdoms that are coming in, and that is a coming because that's what who leads you there. The intuitions, your intuitions is leading you. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant goes into 1 degrees of Sag. There is a divine messages for your destiny, or your destiny is calling you, giving you messages. Take it either way, but it's gonna be a one way or another. I'm gonna get you. That's how it goes. If you know the song, for it. Ascendant, it is in beautiful trines with the moon and Mars. Ascendant got a double divine aspects because of the North Node in Jupiter in there. Ascendant also is a beautiful trine with Neptune and a beautiful sextile with Pluto. Midheaven in Virgo, 17 degrees of Virgo. It's the midheaven. That's the inner work of healing. There, beautiful sextile with Venus. It's a beautiful trines with Uranus and Mercury. Good communication solves everything. That communications leads to certain changes in love. That love it is in the family. Divine masculine using intuitions. It is expressing himself what he needs to do to reach the destiny, stepping into its force, seeing the right visions, getting into the right transformations. Yeah. You have the environment. All it takes is the wisdom from within. How you gonna use the environment energies that provided for you. So at 9 o'clock, midheaven goes into Libra, as I say, to those energies towards the your destiny after the get the message or destiny is calling you now. You have to do it. You have to make this balance. You doing it, this balance? Are you doing it all this? Usually that is the time when I'm shut down and I'm going into half awake, half asleep, and they purging old learnings from me and so on, and giving some new downloads and so on. It's this kind of like inner work that goes on. It's been this purging energies at the same time in order for me to get what I need to get to rise up to the levels that I need to get to rise up. So this is gonna be very powerful energy, and if you feel like exhaustion and you feel like you should go take a nap and you should go do this, go do it. Just go do it. Okay. And later on at 10 o'clock, midheaven goes at 20 degrees of Libra, divine energies with Uranus, the sudden changes of the divine that you see. Okay, you see it. So, I mean, the ascendant is at 26 degrees of Sag. There is a beautiful trines with the North Node in Jupiter there. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? The moon is in divine energies with Saturn. Intuition is leading you, teaching you. But if you, I mean, nobody can make you learn. You're the one who follows the path. You're the one who follows the mysteries. This, all the sudden synchronicities, all the sudden situations that pops out within you, like like in the movies, but now in the reality within yourself, and you're wondering what to do. Use your intuition. Be wise. There is a things for you in life that happens for a reasons, and that reasons is gonna be revealed to you. There, your destiny. But the question is are you gonna change and transform so you can be ready for your destiny? So later on at 11 o'clock, midheaven goes at 5 degrees of Scorpio. There's going to be put this pressure as the ascendant before of what you need to do in the shadow. Are you going to overcome your ego? Are you going to be overcome this physical revenge, and all these lower energies inside? Or you're going to be choosing the divine authority inside of it? Midheaven is the divine energies with the sun, which is the authority, the father within you. That fathering energy is sextile with the Mars and the moon. This is mother, father, and a son coming in together. But that same energy of the sun, it is actually within trine with Pluto, the transformations, the same energy of the sun. Okay, it is sextile with Neptune. Neptune is also sextile with Pluto. So many ways, so many visions, so many informations, and so many feelings. What are you going to trust? This, how you're going to be going to bed. So, my suggestion is have an inner peace inside of you, solve the things inside of it, and go home at the peace in the bed. Okay, because that's how you're gonna wake up in the morning. Otherwise, you're gonna be fighting the energies that are gonna be in the morning. You're not gonna resonate with those energies. There's gonna be a disbalance. So now, if you have some questions, you guys can go ahead and ask about it. And if not, let's share the love and the light, guys. Thank you so much for the new subscribers that comes in, guys. Love you. It's your choices if you want to subscribe here and so on. But I want to say you're welcome. All right. Thank you, Erica. Thank you for the love. Let's share that love here. Give you some gifts of love. Here as it go. All right, guys. Wish you happy evolutions, guys. Okay, to both feminine and masculine energies. But now the focus is more within the divine masculine. You guys know that. All right. But it doesn't matter If you're a feminine body, you're actually learning what the divine masculine that you should be within your own self, so you can clear that image, that internal image of what masculine is, by replacing it with the divine masculine inside. All right, guys, love you so much. Be love, and I'll see you tomorrow.